I always felt last year, anytime he was pitching, the games he was pitching, it looked like by the end of the game, if he hits a double or something, it just looked like, now he might have been just Cadillacing it to save some energy, but it almost looked like he ran different.
Because we're getting close to a really cool number in our sport. Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers actually fell to the Marlins last night. We can talk about the game in a moment, but Ohtani hit a dinger. He's at 48 and 48. He's got 11 games left to play. Nice. He needs 2 more on the left side, 2 more on the right side, okay? Yesterday was a shot, too. Upper deck. Did you see? He waited a little longer than usual to admire it, and I loved it. He knew he got that one and wanted to see where it landed in upper tank, so he took an extra second, which was cool. And then so right now he's at 51-51 pace, according to Sarah Langs, with the 11 games left to go. And I thought this was interesting from Alden Gonzalez, who's been following the team around. He said that Ohtani denied feeling pressure to reach 50-50, but his manager, Dave Roberts, has noticed it is, quote, front of mind. And then he also added, as for whether his body can tolerate pitching in the playoffs, quote, I'm not sure. But
yeah, he's not going to pitch in the playoffs. Let's get that out of our head. He's not. He's not going to do it. He's not. No. I'm telling you, he's not. They're not going to let him. Okay. They're just not.
There's a
Scott
great
is still corporate.
If you want to watch. Yeah.
Scott is still corporate. You're still corporate. You're like, oh, that would be so great for baseball. I would love it.
He's like, now if they could just trade for Ellie, I'd have my 2 favorite players on the same team.
Is Ohtani one of my favorite players? No.
But before, it was very much like you have to be just these scripted answers. We don't give our opinion on things. We don't we don't express how we feel in certain situations. You're 100% thinking about it. Now, is Ohtani, all the things that he's been through, all the things he's able to accomplish, is he more of a bot than the rest of us? Maybe. I would agree with that. Like, he has a different level of focus and concentration based on what he's done in this season, going through what he went with the Ipe stuff, going through, Tommy John rehab right now, the pressure of a $700 million contract. He's another level mentally focused and obviously physically.
Yeah, I don't think he's feeling the heat. I think he's focused on hitting his numbers, but I don't think he's going to press in the next 11 games.
I don't. Here's what I'll say about this is, I don't care who you are, how great you are, and listen, Ohtani's been able to mentally block a lot of stuff that most people, let's not forget his translator is in jail now for stealing a lot of his money.
Is he in jail right now?
I don't know where, but he's going to jail at some point.
He's in court abyss.
And whatever. He's somewhere that he shouldn't be because he stole a lot of his money.
Mm-hmm.
He's been able to handle that. I mean, look where he's at his year. Okay, that was that was not that long ago. Okay,
March.
Yeah. So now we ask, as a player and as a human being, we are not robots. It starts creeping into your head. Man, I'm going to be the first dude ever to get to 50-50. Look how long it takes for some guys to hit milestone home runs, 500 home runs, 600 home runs, get their 300th win, whatever it is. He's thinking about this going, man, last year for Acuna, he was just throwing numbers out there, right? Mm-hmm. But there is a specific target. Like with Aaron Judge, he's like chasing 60-plus home runs to, set another record, right? Mm-hmm. Those things weigh on you. I don't care who you are. I don't care how immune you are to outside noises. In your mind, those numbers are still there.
And he loves the big, shiny, round numbers. Look at his contract, $700 million. Now, it's massively deferred, so it's not the actual present-day value. But he wanted that big, shiny number next to him, so you can always remember that's the dude that signed the contract for $700 million. So if you're saying, well, he's already set the record, nobody's ever done 48-48, it ain't shiny. He's got to get to 50-50. Can you imagine, Kratz, for someone like him, who I would say has an obsession with being the best and holding a massive legacy? Imagine if he finishes the year at 49 homers and 51 stolen bases. He's going to it's like almost like a superstitious thing where you're like, oh, I didn't do my one extra thing I needed to do, my one extra walk around, whatever, before I start a game, right? My one extra lace that I touch, or some stupid superstition. It'll be like bothering him for eternity if he doesn't get there. And he might not get there again. Why?
No, because once he starts pitching, he misses days hitting.
Yeah. And you presumably think he will be maybe a tick down as a hitter.
Yeah.
This is the best hitting season we've
His
ever
legs
seen.
are a little slower,
Mm-hmm.
a little sluggish. I always felt last year, anytime he was pitching, the games he was pitching, it looked like by the end of the game, if he hits a double or something, it just looked like, now he might have been just Cadillacing it to save some energy, but it almost looked like he ran different. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that, but I don't, like, people don't understand the wear and tear of that. I think he's going to get there this year. I really do.
Scotty B here from FT. 1 in 5 Americans have learn a new language on their bucket list, and you should make 2024 the year you finally check it off the list with Babbel. Babbel is the science-backed language learning app that actually works. Babbel's designed by real people for real conversations.
Kratz here. Brawny, you know what I'm doing? I'm working on my Spanish so that I can get my pronunciation and accent game to the next level. Babbel's speech recognition technology makes that happen.
Good job, Kratz. So here's a special limited time deal for FT listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for FT listeners. Again, that's up to 60% off at babbel.com/foul, spelled BABBEL.com/FOUL. Rules and restrictions may apply. With Babbel, you can learn everything you need to have real-world conversations, and all it takes is just 10 minutes a day. I do too. I think he's going to get there soon. I think he's trying to tee off on some Miami pitching right now. They
had a slugfest last night, and you know who really had the slugfest? Not the Dodgers.
The Marlins scored 11, and Bobby Miller got lit up. And
what is wrong with him?
Highest ERA in baseball among starters with that.
What happened to him? He was a guy they were counting on.
Yeah, but now it's things unravel, and you guys will know way, way better than I do. But I think that it starts with stuff and command. Now it's confidence, and it's kind of like you need a whole reset, and you're out of time.
But he already went down.
I know.
They already sent him down.
So next year, I mean, you can't afford.
You're going to shut him down? You're going to shut him down?
What are you going to do? You're the manager of the Dodgers right now.
What are my options?
The playoffs are in a week and a half. The options are that you don't put him on your roster.
Okay,
for
who?
Playoffs, or you do.
For who?
That they can figure out back end arms to have. I mean, he's not going to start a game, so you're going to have him coming out of the bullpen. Like you starting.
I don't know. You need a mop up guy. What happens if one of your starters goes get whacked?
So he's the mop up guy.
I mean, you got Yamamoto.
Yeah.
You got Bueller. You trusting him?
More than Miller
Knack?
right now. Way more than both. Yes. Knack's had his up and downs, but I'm trusting.
Who are the other ones?
How's Gavin
Flaherty?
Flaherty's in. Anyone know his update on the shoulder?
Flaherty's in. Flaherty and Yamamoto 1-2.
Yes. That's the easy part. Then what?
That's what I'm saying. You need length somewhere.
Tony Gonsolin's trying to work his way back.
And Dustin May's going to make an appearance?
No, he's got the esophagus. But Tony Gonsolin, for real, I think he either did or is about to do 4 innings in a rehab just to try and get himself back. And then they're going to evaluate if he's ready to contribute more. Hey, we talked about this several times. They didn't trust
Tony Gonsolin 2 years ago when he won like 2022. He won how many games? Did he make the All-Star team? They trusted him barely to start. He was like an opener for him against San Diego.
They couldn't wait to get him out.
They couldn't wait to get him out of the game. Now he ain't pitched all year, and they're like, hey, by the way, you're going to start game 3 for us against the Padres again.
Bobby Miller can't start a playoff game unless he pitches a no-hitter in his next start and his maybe last start before
Even then.
I mean, think about it then. What are you doing?
But what happened? Kratz, what happened to him? Because he came into the year, they were like, this guy throws 100. He's got all these pitches. He's going to be a stud. And then, what's his 5, almost a 6? Isn't it almost a 6?
It's bad. Yeah.
Right?
It's bad.
560 something.
Yeah. I mean, what happened?
You watch the game and you listen to what the guys on the team last year talked about. Lance Lynn even said it. He's like, this dude, like, just the way he goes about his business, how his demeanor on the mound, he is that guy. Like, everybody thought he was going to take the next step, and he's taking a step backwards. To me, you look at his stuff analytically, it's a tick down. His spin isn't as efficient, so he's going to give up more home runs. His perceived velocity at home plate is down. His actual velocity is down a tick, not a lot, half a mile to a mile per hour on different pitches. But So does that mean he doesn't feel 100%? He's in essentially his second year in the big leagues, and he's grinding through stuff. He's working through stuff. But if I knew the answer, I'd be working for the Dodgers right now.
Hey everybody, be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.